Well, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Good morning and welcome to Ambassador Tracy. Ambassador Tracy has been nominated to be ambassador to Russia at the lowest point of relations between our two countries since the Cold War. Our soldiers aren't on the field facing each other, but our weapons do combat back and forth every day. Putin continues his unjust, unprovoked, and inhumane war on Ukraine, which includes deliberate attacks on civilian critical infrastructure, as well as atrocities perpetrated against the civilian population. He continues to weaponize Russian energy supplies against U.S. allies and partners in Europe and uses the profits to fund his war in Ukraine. Under Putin, Russia has re-emerged as a strategic challenger to the United States and the entire transatlantic community. The withdrawal of Russia from bilateral arms control measures further highlights the dangerous game of brinksmanship they always play. Russia continues to be a very dangerous place for Americans. There are a number of Americans held in Russians today, two of whom have been designated as wrongfully detained under the Levinson Act. It's clear these people are targeted to be used as political bargaining chips. The Kremlin has long been suspected of using its personnel in the U.S. who are assigned to Russian consulates, the Russian embassy, and the Russian mission to the UN to conduct espionage and malign influence activities against the United States. Meanwhile, over the past 8 years, the U.S. has been forced to close three of its consulates in Russia, while Russia continues to operate its consulates in Houston and New York. In addition, our State Department continues to grant more diplomatic visas to Russia than Russia grants to the United States. We must build on recent, though tenuous, progress in countering these efforts, which began during the Trump administration, and not given in to Russian pressure tactics. Short staffing at Embassy Moscow has seriously hindered facilities management and the day-to-day conduct of American diplomacy, and I commend our diplomats in Moscow for continuing to keep our embassy operational in spite of these challenges. While I wish to see these restrictions eased, I also expect the Department to prioritize visa reciprocity in any conversations about increasing our footprint in country. We cannot allow the Kremlin to hold our diplomatic facilities and personnel hostage in an attempt to secure policy concessions or an increased diplomatic or intelligence presence in the U.S. From managing the lines of diplomatic effort and dialogue to pursuing consular access for Americans held in Russia to simply keeping the building and team running, Ambassador Tracy will face many challenges if confirmed. Ambassador Tracy, I thank you for your years of service and for stepping up to this, what's going to be a very difficult task, undoubtedly. I look forward to hearing your plans to confront these issues. Thank you, Mr. Chair.